That's it.
The Nicely family migrated from Gainesville, Georgia to Russellville,
Well, they got that-
Tennessee.
that's a misprint.
Is that a misprint? What was the real, what's the real
My
story?
father was from Georgia, but my mother was from here.
Oh. So your father came here because your mother was from
But
here?
my father he was working here. He was working as a concrete finisher. He helped build Highway 11B from Morristown to Johnson City. He was a concrete finisher on that road. When they built Highway 11E.
Yeah. What was your father's name?
James Nicely Sr.
James Nicely Sr. And you're James Nicely
That's
Jr.
Jr.
Okay. And how old are you?
How old am
How old are you?
I? 94.
94. Are you really? Wow.
Wow.
I would have never guessed that. I would have never guessed you were 94.
Well,
I
never
would have
thought-
guessed closer to 45.
Yeah.
I never thought I'd be here that long. You never know.
That's right. That's right. Well, okay, tell us, I know you've got your story here, so we can read this, can't we? We'll be able to hear your story here, but so could you just tell us, a little bit about yourself? What is important for us to know about you?
Well, I guess the main thing, I was born and raised here. My father was from Gainesville, Georgia. My mother was born and raised here. And I went to elementary school here. Then I went to high school, Morristown College High School. Then after that, then the Army, went to the Army. And then the Army went for about 2 years, time in career. And then when I got out of the Army, then I started working at a furniture manufacturer. And after that, I started driving a truck. And then I traveled, major company. I hauled furniture for about 10 years. And then I worked for a major company, Roadway. And I retired from Roadway about 20 years ago. And then I was laid off. I worked out of White Pine, Tennessee. Then I got laid off. I transferred to Valdosta, Georgia. Lived there about 16 years. During that time, the youngest daughter, she had moved to Valdosta. So her and my grandchildren born and raised. My grandchildren were raised in Georgia. And then I come back to Morristown. And then I started driving a company called Roadway. And I drove for them about 35 years. And then I went back to Georgia, lived down there. Got transferred down there, retired, come back. Then I have, relatives here. And my grandfather, my aunt lived next door. My grandfather was a contractor, and he built a house next door. And my aunt lived there.
What was your grandfather's name?
Samuel Lewis Lawrence. Sounds good, right? Samuel Lewis Lawrence.
Samuel Lewis Lawrence.
Lawrence.
Okay, so is that Sammy was named Samuel
I think
Louis
was named
Nicely?
after him.
Named after him? Are you the oldest sibling?
I'm the oldest.
What number was Sammy?
Samuel's the youngest.
He's the baby.
Out of 7.
Out of 7. Okay. What about your brother Bob out here? That's
Bob.
What number is he?
Bob number 3.
Number 3. Okay. Are your siblings still living? A lot of them in the area.
No, Bob and Roberta, the second. It's the third one. She still lives.
Yeah. Yeah.
The second, Sammy and the 2 younger sisters are passed.
I'm sorry.
My youngest sister.
Yeah.
The youngest sister, she always ever met. Scooter and like Hollis Langston Jr. Have you met him?
Oh yeah, I have. Yes, I have. Yeah.
My youngest sister was his mother.
Okay. I'm trying to get all the connections straight. What elementary school did you go to?
Went to elementary school up here. Used to be church back here. Used to be a school.
Okay.
And after they closed down, so they bought it for church.
The building right beside us over
The
here?
building right behind.
Oh.
Right there by the cemetery.
Yeah. Do you remember the names of any of your teachers from back then?
Yes, my aunt taught there. There's Aunt Chauncey Lawrence, and Miss Edith Whitten, I know those, Miss Edith Whittle was my teacher.
Yeah.
The choice was after I come. And then I think another was, I think one was, I think it was Ruby Rogers, I believe, worked it. I'm trying, it wasn't, no, Miss Teresa Chance, I believe, was right there walk.
Mm.
As far as I know.
Yeah.
Mm.
Who was your best friend in elementary school?
Guess what?
Your best friend.
Friend,
Yeah.
I guess my cousin's Charles Jackson.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
What was your favorite subject in school?
I don't know, so I'm trying to think, probably history.
History.
Mm.
I love history too.
Mm.
Yeah. Do you know where your parents and grandparents are buried?
I know my grandparents were buried here, but I don't know exactly what, back then, people had no headstones, I guess. They buried the cemetery behind here.
Yeah. Yeah.
But my mother and father were buried in Hamlin Memorial Garden.
In where?
Hamlin Memorial Garden.
Hamblin Memorial Garden? Okay. Let me look at my list of questions. Those were some that Will wanted to know about. Let's see. He also was wondering, do you know what school your parents went to? Did your parents go to school around here?
My mother went to school here. I don't know. I think they had school back then in the church. But, then she went to high school, Morristown College High.
Mm-hmm.
But I don't know about my father. I don't know.
Okay. Let's see. What was your mother's maiden name?
Maddie Lou Lawrence.
Lawrence. That's right. You said that a little bit ago, didn't you? Lawrence. Okay. Well, and a lot of people, I've been asking them about their connection and how did they meet Sammy, but I know the answer already. You probably, you probably met him pretty early in his career.
Sammy. He lived in Atlanta, and I lived in Valdosta.
Oh.
I lived there for about 16 years. 17
Yeah.
years.
So close enough to see each other. That's nice.
And we would stop. A lot of people don't know about my daughter. Lived in Valdosta, but she come through there, but she would do a lot for Sammy. Sammy, he was the case.
Was he not good at cooking and cleaning? Was he not good at cooking and cleaning?
Oh, but it's kind of funny. They had one of his friends said to me one day, he said, Sammy could make punch.
Mm-hmm.
He said, I don't know what he put in it, but it was always good.
Secret recipe. What was he like when he was a little boy?
Well, really, I don't know a lot, because I see I'm about quite a bit older than him, and I was gone for all the time.
Oh. So you don't have any good stories about him being a troublemaker or anything like that
No,
when he
I
was
know
little? No. Was he always such a kind and giving person, even as a young boy? Yeah.
Like, get caught for speeding.
Let's
Well,
see.
Sammy, he would never slow up a railroad track.
He would never slow up a railroad track?
My granddaughter was in her car. Anyway, he was driving on the way to the airport in Atlanta. And she said he was running 90 miles per hour.
Oh gosh. So he always drove fast?
He got caught for 2 or 3 times for speeding.
That's a story I hadn't heard. I haven't heard that detail about him. I didn't know he was speeding.
You got caught in out Chattanooga. That's what the patrol told you. You better be glad you wasn't in Georgia. Because, Georgia cost you about $500. Things on about $150 in Tennessee. But Sammy, he was a kid. He was like a person. He had a friend in, can't think his name now. Lives in Knoxville. Alan Jones.
Yeah.
Alan Jones, he come through. Alan Jones said, back then, Alan told us that Sammy said, what am I going to do? Sammy said, what? He said, man, if my light bill due and we don't have enough to pay it. Sammy said, it's partially here, Alan.
Oh, did he really?
He paid the light bill.
Wow.
And then him and Alan, but Alan now, he's I think he works at the airport. Alan was the one that helped organize Clinton 12.
That's right. Yeah. Yeah.
Well, him and Alan ended up just like brothers here.
We should talk to Alan, shouldn't we?
You know, not saw Ellen in a long time.
Yeah. Yeah. Hmm. Let's see. Have you been a member of Bewley's Chapel for a long time?
Yeah, I guess most been there most of most of my life.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Well, how has being part of the community here at Bewley's
Okay.
Chapel helped shape your faith
Well,
or
really,
your
I don't
spirit?
live in. I have been a long time since I lived here.
So you just kind of come every now and then?
Because I moved out. I left Morristown and lived here in '55.
Wow. You left in 55.
I went in the army in '52, '53. Then come back and I got married in '55 and left.
I see. Okay. Okay. So do you feel like you're part of the community of
Yeah, I still come back up here stopping with brother-in-law. I don't have a brother. I have a brother-in-law and a nephew live on on the real side living here now.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Let's see. Well, do you have any memories about, a specific time that you were here for like a worship service or a program or something like that?
Yeah, we had some nice, good services. That's good pastors here.
Mm-hmm.
And I really enjoyed my grandfather. I remember my grandfather. Being here with my grandparents, my grandfather.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
So you attended church here with your grandparents when you were
I said
younger?
my mother and grandfather
Yeah,
Mhm.
the whole family. Okay.
years ago when I was younger.
Yeah, yeah. Hmm. So when you come to the church, does it make you think about the past?
Sometimes you think how things have changed.
Yeah.
Mm.
How do you see it? How do you see that it has changed?
It's all, traveling. I don't think you'd be as safe in some things like you would years ago. In fact, I have traveled 40 states and 2 foreign countries and 3 islands. I've never had any problem. And I've been places where I've been in the areas like some place in Virginia when I was driving.
Mm-hmm.
It's different places. Wouldn't see in the black. But I have had people invite me, instead of going to motel, they invite me to go to their home, spend the night.
Mm-hmm.
But I don't know. I don't think it'd be too safe now. Anybody just ask you that. Things have changed.
Yeah, you feel like you have to be more careful when you're out.
Mhm.
I agree. I think that's true. I think that's probably true. Yeah. Mhm.
Just like I say, 40 states, two countries, 3 islands, and 2 foreign countries.
Mhm.
I hadn't had no problem.
Mhm.
I was in Korea during the Korean War.
Yeah. What did you do? What did you do when you were in the Korean War?
Well, I got transferred there to engineers. To infantry. After a few days, I got transferred to engineers. I enjoyed that. But I was not in a battle. I was in one little battle. But the worst part of the war was over when I went over there.
Mm-hmm.
March, trying to think. I guess April of '53.
Yeah. Yeah. So once you went over in the infantry, but they moved you into engineering. Was that
Engineer,
because you had talent at building things and making things as well?
Building thing. No, I drove trucks.
You drove. Oh, the engineer you
That's when I
delivered
started driving
supplies.
it.
Is that how you kind of got into driving trucks?
No,
from your
I had a
experience?
friend. When I was young, I had a friend that was hauling first, and I would ride with him on trips.
Mhm.
That's how I got started driving truck.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Okay. Are you interested in genealogy in the same way that maybe Sammy was? We hear stories that he was very interested in genealogy. Yeah.
He was good.
Yeah. Did he do a lot of research and find a lot of information about your family?
I don't know. We didn't know. But in fact, I didn't think about it. I had a history of my family. I had it printed out, but I forgot to bring it. I didn't know going to come to this.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah. It was a surprise, huh?
Mm-hmm.
Well, I'd love to see that. Next time we talk together,
Okay.
maybe I could see that. Yeah.
Yeah, back to my father's family
Yeah.
and my mother's family. I have history.
How far back does your history go?
I know back to 1800s, I know.
Yeah,
Mhm.
that's impressive.
Mhm.
Yeah, I'm very interested in genealogy too.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Mhm.
What else? What else should we know about your family while we're talking on this subject?
Well, I'm trying to think. Well, my father, like I said, he was a concrete finisher, uh, plumber, electrician, carpenter.
Mm-hmm.
You know, my grandfather was a contractor. In fact, my grandfather built the house next door.
Yeah.
He was a contractor. My aunt lived there.
Mm-hmm.
And him, her, and my grandfather.
Mm-hmm.
So,
Mm-hmm.
that's, you know,
Yeah.
and my sister, but I had my daughter lived on house the street.
Mm-hmm.
Not my daughter, my sister.
Your
Sorry.
sister did.
Mhm.
Mm-hmm. So everybody's like kind of got these talents of building
Mhm.
things and driving trucks and
Mhm.
hauling things.
I don't know, did you talk to, like, Lily Jackson?
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Her husband, CD, we were second cousins. CD and her husband were second cousins.
Oh, okay.
A lot of the family related in this area.
Yeah. Yeah.
Levens is Jackson and Nyson,
Mhm.
Lawrence.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
What are some of your fondest memories of growing up where you did and with the people that you grew up with?
Well, like we, the young, on Sunday we get together, play ball. Children get together and have a little
Basketball,
picnics.
football,
uh,
soccer? What kind of ball?
baseball.
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 Ah.
And my father's family. My father was from Gainesville, Georgia. But like when he was working, and there was an insurance agent here from Georgia, and anyway, my father got he called back and his family had moved. He didn't know before they moved for years. He lost them for years, and this insurance agent, the last name was Massey. He went back to Georgia, and one day he called my father and told him he met his mother and father and his sisters and brother. And my father packed his bag, and my brother Bob and my sister caught the train and went to Georgia. But before I met him in my family, I was married before I met him in my father's family. I was what, in my 40s, I guess, when I met. And so then I started taking my father down there to visit. And visit his family.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm. But my mother and father were good. They took good care of it, they took care of the children.
Mm-hmm.
That's one thing I say.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Why do you think it was so long before you got to meet your father's family?
Well, he lost contact, like I said, when he started working here,
Mm-hmm.
they had moved.
Mm-hmm.
And I guess, back then people never kept in contact like they do now.
Yeah.
So, till the insurance agent went back there and run across my family. He called my father.
So they had just lost touch and hadn't talked to each other in that long? Oh
No.
gosh.
Mm.
That sounds very sad.
So, like I say, I don't know how long, I remember, I guess I was 6 or 7 years old when he worked in Kingdom, went to Johnson City.
Mm-hmm.
Because I remember living at, can't think what street it is up there was, the street where you go up to the VA and turn left, the street out in front of the VA there. I can't think of the name of it.
Lamont up in there?
Somewhere not back there with the VA. I know we lived out that street there. I remember, it's not funny, but I remember back then people had kerosene lamps. And I dropped a little comb in that lamp and it started smoking.
Like just to see what would
That's
happen?
a terrible odor.
Oh.
My father worked up there for, then. But I guess he just lost contact years, and his father, parents never did try to contact him and never wrote him. So I don't know why it's so long.
What?
And then I after found out where it was at, I had a cousin. She lived in Georgia. She started having family reunions, and we had one family reunion at Panther Creek. They had one at Pigeon Forge.
Mm-hmm.
So after that, we started getting together.
Yeah.
And then she passed. We haven't had family reunion now in several years.
Yeah. That's the way my family is too. They used to have them every summer,
Mm-hmm.
and then the first cousin generation passed, and we just kind of stopped doing it. It's real sad that we've lost, because it's kind of the same thing. We guess we've just kind of lost touch in that same way that your dad and his dad did.
One thing about Sammy though, if Sammy, when he lived in Georgia, if he had anything, if he had a party, a get together, his friends was, I mean, if they lived well out of state, on the island somewhere, they would be there. That's one thing about Sammy's friends.
Did you ever go to those?
Yeah, I've been to his party, birthday party, and
Yeah.
some events he had. And when they put the art in the airport, Atlanta airport, you know, have friends, like quite a few friends across the country showed up, and they had a chartered bus from his house to the airport. And so then the bus, and then we almost had to drive cars because the bus was loaded, it was full.
That's amazing. How did he get people to always show up for him and
don't
always
know.
come? What was his secret?
And Sam, where he went to Morocco or somewhere, and you know, I guess to travel with he joined a softball group, a baseball group, played ball, just to get to travel with the country. Him and one of his friends.
Oh, he joined the team just specifically so he could travel. That's why I did band. Yeah.
That's
Same. That's a fun way to travel when you go with a big group like that. That's fun. Did he love to travel? Did he travel all over the place?
Yeah,
Did Sammy love to travel? Did he do a whole lot of that?
yeah, he'd go to D.C. My aunt lived in D.C. He'd go to D.C. He's been to 2 or 3 islands. I don't know. In some places he's done art, and I know he's done art in other places. He's done art shows in South Carolina. And all where else. I've been to Sammy shows in Nashville, Chattanooga. And Calvin has shows in Chattanooga, Nashville, and Atlanta too.
What do you think? This is a kind of a bigger question, but like for people like me who never got to meet him in person, and I'm only getting to really get to know him by looking at the work, his pieces that he made. What do you think is the most important thing, or what do you hope that having that collection at the museum that people can look at and sort of get to know Sammy? What do you think is the most important thing they could learn from him, or from his artwork, or from the way that he lived his life as an artist?
Well, he was a good artist. He was a caring person. He was, you know, so he was he easy to make friends with.
Do you know very much about the story about this piece that's behind you over here?
No, I don't.
I love that color. It seems like that color blue is in a lot of the work that he did.
No.
Can you think of anything
Yeah,
else?
Calvin just put that up here about.
The glass piece?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Calvin, he done that, put it in here about a month ago.
It is beautiful. That's why I hadn't seen it before. Okay, it's new.
I tried to get him to take it down, and he won't do it. But one of the members here tried to get what we're trying to get him to do is take it and put it in a mountain maker, which they're having in Morristown this month, and then bring it back after that, and let people know what he can do.
Yeah.
But he won't do it.
Yeah. It's beautiful. He's making something kind of like that for us, for our light fixture. We got him working on.
He's
We're
having
buying
a
a
hard
big
time
piece
getting
for
over
him.
to North Carolina now, though.
That's what I hear. Yeah, the roads are something terrible out that way.
He started to go
aren't they?
last week while he was tired.
Yeah.
But we have to run that back road, though.
Yeah, the roads are, it'd probably take him twice as long to get there. Yeah. Yeah, Calvin's a great artist. I mean, we're very impressed with his work and the things that he makes as well. Do you want to speak about Calvin a little bit?
Yeah, Calvin Hill. I had a book. It's out there in the truck, I believe. It's about what did it say about Calvin? I didn't know that I brought it in here.
That's okay. Just
Anyway.
just you know him. You probably know him better than anybody. Would you
Yeah.
say? Tell us about him as an artist a little bit. Just anything you
Well,
want to
I
say.
don't know. He started working for, can't think of the guy's name in Knoxville, as a helper.
Yeah.
And that's where he learned to do this art. So he started doing the artwork
Yeah.
there.
Yeah.
About 10, trying to think how long it's been now, about probably 15, 16 years ago. There was a governor named SunTrust. And Calvin done 15 pieces for him.
Did he really? I
The
didn't know
governor,
that.
the governor gave out.
Wow. The awards
The
that
awards
he
the
made
governor gave
awards.
out.
That's right. I didn't realize he made 15 of
Done
them.
15.
Wow.
Mhm.
I'd like to see what those look like.
Mhm.
I'll have to look that up. Yeah.
And yesterday he had shows and then he had, I think he had a show at the East Tennessee State. And then they took it down, and then he went across town to the other gallery next
That's
week.
right. At the Fleischman's Gallery.
Then he was at
Yeah.
a link for more. Yeah,
Mhm.
I think he got something up at Abington, Virginia now.
Mm-hmm. He's doing really well, isn't he? He's
Mhm.
getting a lot of exhibits. That's good.
Mhm.
I'm happy for him. I think he deserves that. Yeah.
But we try to take that to Mountain, make it this
Yeah.
month and bring it back. And
Let everybody
people,
admire it.
Let people know what
Yeah, I agree.
a lot of churches. Well, he done I never thought to bring it. He done a big cross for a church in Chattanooga.
Mm.
It's about probably about 4 or 6.
Mm-hmm.
And it had to do it in sections. It's arched.
Yeah.
It's put on wood, but there's lights between the wood and the glass.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
I went down there when they put it up down there in
Yeah.
Chattanooga.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
He's done well, but then he stopped doing art, the glass work, and started transporting trucks and buses. And then about 3 years ago he had to have heart surgery,
Did he?
and so he had to give it up. He got a truck
Oh.
driving up, started back doing glass work.
I didn't know that.
Yeah, he had heart surgery about 3 years ago.
Yeah. Yeah. Do you think he went into truck driving because that's what you did?
Now, I don't know why he done it. I don't know. But Calvin, anyway, he was in the Air Force,
Mm-hmm.
and after he got out of the Air Force, he was stationed out in California, and sent in Texas. Well, we drove out to Texas. Lenny Jackson's brother and his wife, her brother was a brick mason. We were one of my best friends, and his wife was a school teacher. So we drove out to Texas, dropped him off at his son's in Fort Worth.
Mm-hmm.
We went on to Lubbock where Calvin lived. While I was out there, Calvin decided to come back home. So he followed us back home,
Oh, was he homesick?
come back home then.
Yeah. Yeah. I know that feeling. Mm-hmm.
So after that, then my daughter, my daughter, she got married and left home. My oldest daughter, she passed with cancer.
Yeah.
And then my youngest daughter, she got married. She left home, after she finished Water State, got married. And their husband was in the RTC. So we had to go in the army to Illinois. And my granddaughter was born in Illinois.